And we're live.
Welcome to Fall Forward Radio.
J-Hawk.
What's up, Bubba?
What is up, my brother?
Yeah.
Well, dude, how you feeling? Are you as tired as I am?
No, I'm well rested now, but what a fun weekend. Non-stop fun with the Scheers.
Yep.
Oh, man, what hospitality.
For those of you guys that don't know, you would have seen from last week's episode, we traveled up to Maryland to see Rob Scheer and Comfort Cases to present the check. And it's
one of the best trips I've had in a long time, I'll tell you that. Not just because you were there, but, you know, hey, let's talk it out.
Well, you know what? The thing was, we both went on a plane, first time having to wear masks. We both had our black cloth masks on. And
it was tough.
Excuse me. That was, yeah.
Speaking of a trip.
That was not a good thing to say. But yeah, so we had to change the mask. We sat on the plane. We took our Fall Forward logo with us and we put it everywhere. We even got a picture with some very special guests, which you'll see very shortly. And yeah, man, how much fun was the presentation?
Look, it touched us in so many ways. It came full circle, right? We worked so hard with everybody out in the TikTok world, brought this together, the fundraiser, and then we were able to go up there and present it and then work with Rob and the Comfort Cases crew. It just really made us feel good. And I tell you what, that's what it's all about. Everybody's giving back and really trying to help the community.
Absolutely. And Rob was so great to us. We got to meet his family. He took us on a trip to DC.
Mm-hmm.
We got to see, for my first time in DC since I became a citizen last year. So for me, it was very special.
Congratulations.
Yeah, thanks very much. I'm actually American.
Should we switch your flag now that you're...
No, this is always going to be my blood is behind me right here. This is always going to be my original blood. So, but so today's show. We got a special guest. Look, guys, through the entire journey of the fundraiser, we've met some incredible people, specifically on TikTok, but one person really, really touched us. Her name's Lorelei. She came to us. I don't want to tell her story. I want her to really tell it to you first, but she showed up at a time where I think we all needed it, even her, when she tells you the story. And she's become a friend of the show. She's become a friend of Rob Scheer's as well and the Comfort Cases crew. So before I say too much, really, let's roll that tape and show a little bit about what's going on here. Yeah, so I put together something from our trip so you can see everything that went down. And then when we come back, we'll talk to Lorelei. So Jay, it's been a week or two since we've said it. Let's go ahead and roll the tape. What's up, everybody? This is Rob C. Fall Forward Radio, DDO 2020. We are leaving to go to the airport. I've just left my house, going to go pick up J-Hawk. We are getting ready to go to Maryland to Comfort Cases to present the check. Stay tuned. The whole weekend, we're going to be live and videos. Go see J-Hawk. Here we go. All right, just arrived at Jay's house. I'm going to go get him now. Here we go. All right, here we go.
Well, hello.
Are you ready? Are you ready?
Let's go.
What's up, baby? What's up? Departures. All right, we're here. We're here. Gonna go check in, get some food. Fall Forward Radio.
On the move, baby.
We'll catch you.
We go to Maryland.
We'll catch you when we get through security.
Bye-bye.
Bye. So we'd like to present to Comfort Cases 14,000.
That is so amazing! Oh my God, $14,000! Guys, you all rock. You rock. Thanks, everybody. Have an amazing day. I know I am. Thanks.
Wow.
All right. Well, we've got a special guest with us today, folks. You know, Rob and I have talked a lot about our trip, but, you know, to bring things back into perspective, we've got today with us Lorelei of the Sea.
So excited.
We're so excited to have you, Lorelei. You have been with us through this entire fundraiser opportunity that we've had with Comfort Cases. And your story just resonated with us. I feel like, you know, even though we haven't been in the same room, COVID's going on, but we've all gotten to know each other. And we really feel like you're a friend of our show and a friend of ours as well. And we felt like, you know, having you here with us today, it really is a special moment because we've already gone through the fundraiser, provided Comfort Cases with the check that you helped with us to get to. But, you know, some folks should probably hear a good story or two behind the scenes of why it really means something to them. And we felt like you were the best person to bring on the show to tell.
Well, first off, I'm absolutely thrilled to meet both of you and be able to talk to you guys. And this whole trip has been absolutely amazing for me. I can't tell you how quickly I almost deleted that video because I'm very nervous and I have some trust issues, and I was just kind of like, man, I don't think anybody's really going to want to see this. And Rob messaged me right back, instant. And I was like, oh God, I can't even delete this.
before you talk about deleting, first of all, welcome, because Jay, yes. That was a very impressive introduction.
Yes, it was.
You didn't say hi to her first.
Yes, I did say hi.
He did.
So hi.
Thank you,
Hi. I'm so glad to meet both of you.
Oh, we're so glad to have you. Just so you guys know, we've been friends, as Jay said, for a while, and you know, we discussed this. But before we move into what you're talking about, tell the listeners of Fall Forward Radio how you found us and how we became friends. Go ahead and tell me.
Okay, so my daughter, who is 19, actually convinced me to download TikTok as the new COVID thing to do because everybody was trapped at home. And I let TikTok sit for probably months without touching it. And then I got on there and I started playing around with some stuff. And I was flipping through the For You page, and I had been playing around with it for about a week or so, not posting any content or anything else. And this Fall Forward Radio group came across my page, and I was, yes, that was you guys. And I was literally sitting in the car with a child that I have basically taken in under my wing. She is an 18-year-old child who just kind of didn't have a steady place to live and everything. She wasn't a foster child previously, like most of mine are. I tend to rescue 18-year-olds that are fresh out of the system. And I was waiting for her to come out of her doctor's appointment when I saw this. And I burst into tears. I bawled when I saw this, no more trash bags. And it was such an eye-opening moment for me, because you posted that and I'm watching this picture of this little boy holding this trash bag over his shoulder. Mm-hmm. And I have been right there. Mm-hmm. And things started clicking for me. I collect reusable bags. I have probably 400 or more in this house.
Jeez.
And I will specifically go into a store and forget my reusable bag in the trunk of my car so that I have the excuse to buy more. Right. And it never dawned on me that this is the source and this is the reason why. And I don't just collect bags, I also collect blankets and pillows. And I have a plethora of food, and I panic over if I do not have at least 12 cans of green beans or corn or whatever that's, non-perishable, I will go out and I will overstock. And that is something that has come from 7 years in foster care and being sent to 22 different homes during that time.
Wow.
And it was such a just eye-opening moment for me. I kind of I bawled, and then I was like, if this is going to be a video that I do, this is going to be one that I do. And so I immediately duetted it. And I sat there in the car, and I put all of my text on there because I could not speak without just bawling. And I was like, they need to hear the message more than they need to hear me anyway. So I, put all of this text on it about how I felt and everything. And I was just sitting there, and I'm still crying when this girl gets back into my car, and she was like, what's going on? And I showed her the video, and she was like, okay, we'll sit here until you're done. And so then I posted it, and I got home, and I was like, oh my God, I cannot even believe I posted this. This isn't going to be anything that anybody cares about. It's the whole, nobody really cares about everybody's story kind of feeling that was kind of boiling up in me. And when I walked in the door, my phone dinged with, Rob C has replied to your video. And I was like, oh, somebody's replied. And I didn't even realize it was you until I opened it up. And then I immediately got the message from you. And I can't tell you how much I cried that day and how much you just made me feel so not alone with the way that I feel. And just, it was a magical moment for me.
I have to tell you, I'm getting goosebumps thinking about it, literally, because when I was flicking through the videos again, the same way you were, I saw your duet to it. And I was kind of excited that someone had duetted my video in the first place. I didn't know which video it was. And I saw it was yours. And because we had interviewed Rob Scheer the week before, and we had been crying about everything. I saw yours, and you're right. The captions was much more powerful than saying it, because you just sat there and they popped up, and I was a mess, and I sent it straight to Jay, and he just wrote back, devastating. We have to get in touch. Well, I'd already been in touch.
Yeah. And for me too, Lorelei, it really punctuated what we were trying to do when, Rob and I, for that matter, have never really been involved with the foster care system. We weren't intimately involved. And then seeing someone like yourself being affected by what we were attempting to do really kind of pushed us to say, we're on the right path. We're doing the right thing for all the right reasons. There's folks like Lorelei out there that not only can gain something from this, but will be part of it with us and go on a journey. That's all positive at the very end of it. The end result is nothing but good things for everyone.
Yeah. That for me is like the biggest thing. I don't think I've ever been more excited about a cause in all of my life. I feel like this is where I'm supposed to be, because I know that fear. And I will tell you this story about one of my foster mothers. She was one of my very last ones. She was one of these, she was 86 years old, bless her heart. And she was one of my absolute favorite foster families. And I had gotten into a car accident previously a couple days before. It wasn't a really bad one, but I was very sore. And I was staying home from school, and I was sitting there and I was beading. I bead a lot, and that I like to do like little things with seed beads. So I was sitting in my bed, and I've got this little tray that she had brought to me, like a little bed tray, and I'm beading from it because I'm super sore and I can't really move. And my social worker called to talk to my foster mother, who was not in the house, because even though she had invited me to go to breakfast with her and her current boyfriend at the time, who had drove down to see her, I was too sore and I didn't want to go. And I said, can I please just stay here and I will bead. I'll keep the phone right next to me if you need anything. And she was like, absolutely. Now at this time, I'm 17. I've been in the foster system I went in at 14. So I'd been in for several years. And so my social worker called me, and she asked me where my foster mother was. And I was like, well, she went to breakfast with her boyfriend. And, you know, I'm just sitting here beating. And she was like, hold on, I will call you back. And this whole gut-wrenching fear just boiled inside me. And I turned around and I called her right back. And I said, what are you doing? She said, well, honey, she said, you can't be at the house by yourself. We're going to have to move you. We're going to have to move you right now.
Not again.
And I lost it. And I think this is one of the very first times I had ever found my voice. And I was like, absolutely not. I was like, you're not moving me anywhere. And she was like, what do you mean? I said, she went to breakfast. She's literally 3 miles down the road. I have kept the phone right next to me, just like I promised. And I am sitting here beating. I said, I'm not doing anything wrong. I said, I'm just sore from the car accident that I was just in. I said, I just want to stay here. And she goes, well, she was like, you can't, because you can't be left alone. And I said, you do not understand what you are doing to me and children like me. Mm-hmm. You do not understand the fear of laying your head on a pillow that night and wondering if it will be the same pillow that you lay your head on the next night. I said, please don't do this to me again. She loves me. She wants me here, and I want to stay. And she was like, well, if you were my daughter. And I said, no. I said, I wouldn't want to be your daughter. And she was very taken aback by it. And she was like, well, why not? And I said, because if this is how you treat me, if I was your daughter, why would I ever want to be your daughter? Mm. And we ended up talking for about another 15, 20 minutes, and she let me stay.
Oh, thank goodness.
And it was such a powerful moment for me, because she doesn't understand what she does every time she moves a child.
Yeah.
For her, it's just a job.
Yep.
For me, it's life-changing.
100%.
You don't know what it's going to be like in that next home.
Well, you know, thank goodness that ended. I was ready to just bawl my eyes out there. I could feel myself going, I'm so happy that it ended up being a happy ending to that story. But you know what the thing was, Lorelei, your duet made Jay and I realize it was, as he said, this is what we're meant to be doing. We help people every day. We try and we spread the message, and we met you, then you duetted, then we became friends, then you came into and then the next step was you came into our lives. So, I think
that Lorelei helped out, quite frankly. I think
big time
with us. You came on there, and whenever folks would ask what we're doing or what we're trying to achieve, of course, we were trying to achieve a dollar amount, which was we were truthful about that, but it was for the cause. You brought it home like you did for us on these lives for other people.
100%.
You told your story, and frankly, I had to have touched everyone, because look, in the outpouring that we got, we reached 14,000. We only wanted to get to 12.
Yeah.
I can't thank you enough for being part of this and being friends with us.
I can't thank you enough for having me.
It was the best. It was the best thing. The fact that you and I had spoken, again, not on the phone, through messages back and forth, and you like, please tell my story. And, I didn't know your story. You were saying it on the lives, and you had the green hearts, so everyone knew it was you, which was fantastic. And when you started on TikTok, I think you had 30 friends or something. Where are you at now?
I had 21 friends, and most of those were people I knew. So that was not, but I'm almost at 600 now.
That's amazing. That is so cool. And you know what the thing is that TikTok, when Jay and I have talked about it so much, and Rob Scheer was blown away that we did this all through TikTok. But the thing was, I remember every single time we would go live and you were there, it's like going to a party and seeing friends show up. And the excitement, every time we saw you, we were like, yes, Lorelei's here. And then everyone's like, Lorelei. And, it wasn't just because of the cause. It was because it's a new family. And when new friends come to the family and stuff like that, it's been so awesome. And it's still like that to this day. So how has that kind of impacted you?
Let me just tell you, I have found more of a family on here beyond my husband and my kids, myself, than I ever thought possible.
Yeah.
I mean, I count you guys as family,
100%.
Rob Scheer as family. Talking to him one-on-one, that FaceTime call was absolutely amazing. And Kid at Heart, John Ridge, There's so many of you, Champagne and Fries, or Stacy, however we want to address
she's giving her shout outs.
Yes, I am. You know, and through you guys, I actually got to meet the Quintalk fam, which is, he is amazing. And what I would not have done to have a foster family like his, let me just tell you, he just blows my mind every day. And I want to see more of that. So more understanding of what the foster care system is, more understanding of what we go through as children, not having our own personal stuff and it being hauled in trash bags, but just the fear of being in different homes and finding a place that's accepting of us no matter who we are. And you know, that to me is the dream. That just taking all of that in and making it a much more positive aspect than what it is now.
Oh, thank you so much. You know, Lorelei, you just really touched on something too. While we were on a trip up to see Rob, Scheer and family and present the check, for everybody out there, we took some time and had talked to Rob for a while and got to know him really well. I consider him family now, to be honest with you. Yeah. We made it a point to connect Rob and Lorelei on a little FaceTime meeting, and Lorelei, obviously Rob and I got to meet him and we spent a lot of time. We know him well, we feel, but how was it from your perspective? You know, he hadn't been in the foster care system, you as well, to connect the dots and kind of see the person firsthand. Honestly,
it kind of felt like meeting a superstar, because I've just, I kind of fangirled over it, because he is the epitome of the voice that I didn't have for myself. And to see him put himself out there in his story and his heartbreaks and turn it into something so beautiful and so inspiring was just mind-blowing for me. He absolutely is the voice that I never had. He showed me the reasons behind all of my trust issues, all of my obsessive hoarding of just everything. And it was like meeting somebody who knew me inside and out without ever actually physically meeting him. It was just amazing for me.
That's so great.
It was, when we told him, I think it was the first night we were there at dinner, we told him about you. And he said, let's get her on the phone. He said, I want to speak to her. And when Jay and I, we were out of the camera shot, we were watching Jay, there was tears. I told you he cried a lot this weekend. Yeah. There was tears coming down his face, and mine too, just because it was such a beautiful thing that two people that had been through the same thing, talking to each other, completely understanding what each other had been through, all through a video that we made, that we posted. And it's now we've been able to connect two people that will be friends for life.
Yes, absolutely.
Rob knows you, you know Rob, and we know you, and we're going to continue to be family. And, whatever we do, involve you moving forward and let you be the voice of you. And then, even more so is that you told me something that was incredible, and the fact that you said that you had a door closed. You thought your door had closed on this your whole life until this happened, and you realized it wasn't closed. And you'd been hiding, and now you feel, I don't know, you tell me, but it feels like you're now coming out and you're proud of what you're telling people.
Yeah, absolutely. It was something that I never talked about. It was something that I never brought up. A lot of my current friends didn't even know that I was in the foster care system, because there is such a gray screen over foster care and foster children, and foster kids are constantly looked down on, and it's not their fault. If they had any control, they definitely wouldn't be there. But there's this gray cloud of just despair that's over foster kids, and I'm not as ashamed now, because I'm not the only one that feels that way. And there is a way to make us better, and we can be better, and we will. And this is how we do that.
The We Nation.
Amazing.
Yes.
Amazing.
Together.
Absolutely.
Well, Lorelei, what can we say? This has just been an amazing run. And like Rob said, it's not over. It's far from over. We're constantly grinding behind the scenes. How else can we impact this world? how can we involve those that we've met, like you and others that we've met on our travels, like Rob and friends of his, etc. So, you know, for those that are watching, keep paying attention. We're going to continue to try and make a big change or an impact in this world. But that also means too that we're going to involve friends like Lorelei while we do this as well.
100%.
Absolutely, I'm on board with it all. I love this.
we couldn't be happier for this whole story. It's like a fairy tale ending, and you know, for us, we're friends for life now. We're part of family together. We love each other, and anything we can do to help you in any kind of way, you know, we're here for you. And I know we'll be calling on you as well, you know, moving forward. So we thank you so much. And as we always do, we love you lots, and we'll be in touch soon.
Sounds wonderful. You guys have a beautiful night.
Thank you so much. Take care.
All right.
Well, Jay, you know what? I got to tell you, this is like a fairy tale story. I mean, everything that we've done with Lorelei is, I love her to death, but you and I'm proud of us. I'm proud of what we're accomplishing. And I'm going to go out there and say it. Not many people say it. I'm proud of us about how we have helped someone directly through a bigger cause. Does that make sense?
Couldn't agree more. It's not about us. It's really about affecting others. And you can take all you want in this world and have all the worldly possessions, but the best feeling is giving. When we indirectly gave to somebody and it touched them emotionally, and what we get back from it, you can't even put words on it. It's just
you just can't. I mean, the thing is, the trip was amazing. We spoke to Rob. We told him about Lorelei. He wanted to get on the phone to her. Like she said, she viewed him as a celebrity because he was someone that was the voice of what she had been through. And, you know, it's like when you talk to someone who has been through the same thing you have been through in life, whatever it is, you resonate with them. And she was just such I want the best in the world for her. I really genuinely do. And we meant what we said when we said she was a big help in this whole fundraiser. And, you know, hopefully I've got good feelings about things for her moving forward, and so honored to have had her on the show.
Couldn't agree more. So,
well, listen,
it's been a great run with this, but look, this isn't the end, guys. This is just the beginning. Rob and I behind the scenes, we are doing everything we can with those who are connecting with us to bring some more stories out there.
Yeah.
And we still will need everyone's help. So please keep up with us. Share, like the show on YouTube, whatever you can do, subscribe. We can really use the support.
Yeah. I missed that. Subscribe, hit the button, hit the link, share it with everybody. Now, Jay, before we finish and we say goodbye to everybody, you guys would have seen in the video us wearing certain things and putting the logos around. I got some exciting stuff to show you because, as you know, as Jay will show you here,
other way,
some images from the merch shop. But look, I got some. I've got the hat. Check out the cool Fall Forward Radio hat here. I've got the coffee mug here, which we have redesigned because it's not as clear as possible, but you can see here, this was just a check to see what the Full Forward fanatics would be getting. And dude, this is my favorite. You ready? Look at this. Oh,
I like the colors. It looks sharp.
You know what's even better? Look what it says on the back.
I don't know if that's bad.
Rob C, baby.
Come on.
Yes.
I'll have to check the sales counter, see who's getting the team J-Hawk versus Rob C.
I think I'm 2 down. One of those is me, and then somebody else is on it.
Yeah.
But guys, let me tell you, we're super excited about our swag. You know, we've had quite a few people. We're going to put together a montage of all of our fans wearing it, show you guys, and great feedback so far. So check it out. Go have a look and see what you think. So, Jay, roll the music.
There it is, baby. So, man, we got a lot going on. We're going to keep grinding, like I said earlier. Don't really want to give too much about who we're talking to next week, but it's going to be another interesting person with a great story behind it. So, look, folks, can't wait to see you guys next week again. Subscribe to our show. Help us out. Please. That's the biggest help you can give us. Share it with your friends.
Yeah, and listen, next week, big Rob C. on the place to be. Yeah, you know me.
And J-Hawk. Take care, everybody. Hey, Fall Forward fanatics. J-Hawk here.
And Rob C. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button as well as the notification bell.
And also check out our website, fallforwardradio.com, and the Suggest a Guest section.
And always remember to keep inspiring
and keep falling forward. See you guys soon.